Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom Country from Shanghai back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to Guilty Pleasure by Mia Dimšič. She's representing Croatia in Eurovision 2022 and listen, react and see how this could do in Turin. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip straight to my reaction. It's usually after around 3 minutes. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my name is @EurovisionTom. First of all, let's talk about Croatia in Eurovision and then let's talk about Dora. Yeah, I tend to think of them as one of the weaker ones. Their qualification record is 36.4%. That puts them 33rd out of 38 countries, so pretty low down the table. They're on a 3 non-qualification streak. I feel like Rocco was deserved. I didn't think that deserved to qualify. Albina was a little bit tough. She was right on the edge. I thought that song was a bit generic, but I felt it was slightly an improvement for Croatia. Frank I really liked. I think she was robbed. She was just in a super hard semi. And before that, I felt they were more in a streak. I like Jack Kudek. I like Nina Kralic. Franka's song was good as well. So I feel me recently, Croatia the last 3 years hasn't been so great. So on a little bit of a, what's the opposite of a roll. So I would like to see them turn the corner this year. I never expect something great, but every once in a while there is a great song. Lighthouse was amazing. Igor Krukov featuring Andrea Lepetiana is one of my favorite songs from Croatia. Actually, probably my top 50 songs of all time in Eurovision. So there can be something really, really special. But yeah, they definitely want to turn that qualification around. 3 non-qualifications in a row is not good. This year they had Dora again. I didn't cover it just because there are so many national finals in the same place. Also, I gotta be honest, I don't tend to like too many of the songs in Dora, and I don't like doing reviews where I don't like enough songs. There's 14 songs as well, so it's very long. So just all that stuff together just meant I didn't have time. This song is by Mia Dimšič. It's called Guilty Pleasure. It won the jury. It won all the televotes, all the different types of televotes. So she was like a very, very clear winner. Now, I don't know what the other songs were, so maybe that's not much an achievement. She can only beat the people that she's surrounded by, and she did. I'm be watching the national final performance because there's no official music video up yet. So this is Mia Dimšič. She's singing Guilty Pleasure. One under my secret bang. I do want to like this, and I do root for Croatia. So I would love to like this. I want to turn my streak around. Oh, tickly. Oh, this is very different from Croatia, isn't it? She looks absolutely stunning. Really, really, really nice styling. Oh, Christian Korkorov, a pairing man. I never get sick of that trick. Okay. This is very sweet so far. Oh, okay. He's doing a handstand. That's a little bit distracting. I don't see what that's got to do with what she's singing about, but okay. Oh, I've already said sweet. It's very sweet. It's like got a tenderness to it. It's almost like, you know, do you remember Denmark where the girl sitting on the chair, which I hated? I don't hate this, by the way, but that girl sitting there, it's that same kind of like children's TV show, like very saccharine, sugary, but this is more palatable. That guy is really distracting her from her performance. She's performing this very well. Voice sounds great. She looks confident. I think this is quite different from everything we have so far. And I think for that reason, some people will really like it. And juries are going to like this. I'm still not sold on the guy dancing around like a lunatic. Okay, he's doing... he's doing flares now. I don't know what that's got to do with her song. Okay, the guy's gone. Thank God, he was distracting me. Yeah, that guy is absolutely just not helping her. This song is very linear, but I think it's intended that way. Okay, a little bit of a climax now. Actually, this climax is a little bit reminiscent of Ireland 2018. It's got that same like soft vibe to it. I don't know if the melodies are as strong as Ireland 2018 though. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry, I just need to get... Oh, I was going to kiss her. Okay, sorry, that guy was pissing me off. Damn, that guy. Get rid of that guy. That was so distracting. He was just... What on earth did that have to do with her song? This guy doing flares and just gymnastics all around. Nothing to do with the song whatsoever. It was genuinely distracting. Okay, I am actually going to go for a second listen because that Becker was just jumping all around the place. Okay, look, the song, I think I got out the main thoughts that I wanted to. It's sweet, it's very pleasant and soft. It has that family-friendly feel that Denmark 2018 had, or was it 2019? What's her name? That girl on the chair who I hated. It's not very exciting or wild or groundbreaking, but if this gets sandwiched between some like really wacky songs, let's see where it is actually, because that's going to be very relevant for where this is placed. This is really going to be affected by what comes before and after, because if you get something that's a bit like stressy and loud, and then you have this like very soft, intimate, tender moment afterwards, it's really going to accentuate its qualities. Whereas if this is put after ballads, you're like, oh my god, another ballad, and people are going to switch off. So draw is really going to affect this. It's in the second half of the second semi. What else have we got so far? Well, we've got Austria, which is probably going to be like a dancey nightmare. We've got so like, for example, if this follows Subwoofer, that actually might be a positive thing for it, because people who didn't like that can go, oh well, this is more my cup of tea. This is more like reserved and a bit more conservative and traditional sounding, sweet lullaby love song. So yeah, I'm not hating on it at all. I really don't think I'm going to download this, and it's not really the turnaround in the streak that I wanted from Croatia. I wanted a song that I really would like download and get into. I don't think that, but I like that song. I admire it. I respect it. I don't dislike it being in the competition, and I don't always have like massive expectations that I'm going to like the song from Croatia, so I don't feel like I've been robbed of anything. Yeah, but that staging's got to change. My god, that guy was so distracting. I like the bit when he appeared, like the Philip Kirkcroft camera trick, but other than that, it just felt so out of place. I just kept looking at him, but I was like, I want to look at her. She's singing the song and she's the star here, and what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? It's got nothing to do with it. Okay, I'm gonna go in for a second listen. I want to know my secret bang. It's very jury baity, definitely. This is gonna do well with juries. I'm just, where is that with the televote? I can't see outside of the usual former Yugoslav televote. The thing is, I wonder if this could be one of the sleeper hits. You know, every once in a while we get that song, these slow songs that are just different, intimate. We always have like these songs that kind of surprise, people are sleeping on, and then they never like win or anything, but they usually qualify slightly unexpectedly, and then god, that guy is just awful. The flares are just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how he's doing flares. Her styling is really, really great. She looks gorgeous, but it's not like she looks very pretty, but she doesn't look like overly sexual or anything like that. I feel like they said, look, we're a little bit worried that the song might be perceived as boring. Let's put in some idiot doing gymnastics around here. Now, it really detracts from the performance. I get those concerns that they don't want it to feel boring, but I think what they need to realize is there is a market for a different pace and tone of songs. And yes, some people are going to think this is boring, but you don't need to please everyone. You just need to please a certain group. And if you can please that certain group just a lot, they're going to vote for you. I think they should just focus more on this being like a really nice, traditional, slower, pacey song. There is definitely a demographic that's into this. I think with more traditional people with more traditional values, more conservative, definitely like an older demographic as well. I think they'll really like this. It's got a like slightly nostalgic, timeless feel. So I think they should just focus on that instead of having a guy doing flags. I'm sorry I keep harping on about it, but it's really a massive faux pas. So they need to really have the stage. Just focus on her. There are ways to have an entertaining stage show without like frantic dancing that is really out of touch with the tone of the song. So yeah, look, I quite like this as an entry. It's one of every year there'll be entries of different genres that I don't personally connect with, but I have a lot of respect for, and I'm kind of like willing them on. Like Italy last year was like that. I don't particularly like that type of song, but I was definitely rooting for them. I was like, oh yeah, that's brilliant. If they're great in their genre and people love them, go them. I'm like willing them success. And this is kind of the same. I like this, like this tickly singer-songwriter, personal, intimate vibe that she's got. Really like not loud and shouting for attention. I think that's got a place, and I think that there'll be a little market for this. I'm kind of thinking that this is something that definitely could qualify. Again, it has to be given a good draw order, and it needs to really play to that Telugu demographic. It can't get through just on the jury alone. This will do well with the jury, but you need around 120 points to get into the final. I don't think it's going to get that many from the jury alone, so they do need to reach for the televote. This is definitely going to get big televote from Albania and Slovenia, but I don't think that's enough. I do think that they need to appeal to that broader audience as well, and I think it's definitely possible. Croatia staging wise, yeah, I think that they've got a decent record. I thought Rocco's Angel Wings were a bit ridiculous, but I also feel like they were probably definitely not going to qualify, and I think they took a little bit of a risk. So I don't think it was actually the worst idea in the world. And then Jakudek staging, yeah, actually it was quite pretty in the end. I hated on that song in the start, but it was pretty towards the end. So yeah, I'm pretty positive about that. Let's check where it is on the Eurovision scoreboard. It's currently fourth last, but I'm not surprising. I do not think that the Eurobop loving Eurovision community is particularly this target audience. It does remind me of Denmark, and that girl in Denmark, I don't think she was particularly high up in the app as well, and she did qualify, and then she came like 20th. No, she didn't. She actually came closer than that. She was like 11th or 12th or something. Leonora, Love is Forever, she came 12th. I think there is definitely a market for this. But Leonora qualified in 10th place. Very strange to qualify in 10th and then come 12th in the final. But yeah, I definitely think that Croatia have a shot, but they need to make some really, really sensible decisions, and they need a tiny bit of luck on where they are in the draw. Let's check where they are in the odds. Currently 31st. I think this is going to be like more like an assassin. Look, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed qualifier. I'm saying there is a route to qualification that exists. There's also them making lots of mistakes and leaving a guy doing flares in a tender song, which people just look at as what the hell is going on, and it doesn't qualify. So I can see both routes happening. So I'm going to say at this point in time it's a borderline yes, but we obviously need to wait until all the songs are released and all that. In any case, that's what I think about Guilty Pleasure by Mia Dimšič. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm seeing another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.